Good morning, YouTube. It is Nick Calabrese, aka Nico Suave. Today we're making a video on how to stay shredded on a budget. I'm going to show you guys all the meals that I eat in a day and how I've been able to stay very lean for the last couple of years with having like side hustles, part-time jobs, just figuring life out and not really having like an extreme salary, and just show you guys that it's possible to eat on a budget and still be fairly, see here, fairly lean. I don't know if you can see that, but as you can tell, I got my raincoat on because the weather is not looking too great this morning. So we are going to walk our butts over to the train right now. I have to go and work a shift at my job, and then I will show you the whole setup there. The only good thing about this walk to the train being like 20 something minutes is that I get a morning walk in every single day. So I don't have to worry about getting steps in the morning. Just like first thing I'm doing is just getting them naturally because I have to get to a certain destination, you know? So I think that's very important if you want to stay lean year round, is just making things where you actually have to walk to them, you know? It could be like an activity, it could be walking to get food, your groceries, having to go to the train to get to work, walking to work, I don't know. But just little things that'll make a difference in the end because they add up, you know? I probably get about like 2,500 steps. Nah, that might be a stretch. Maybe like 2,000 steps just walking to the train and then going to my job. So the reason I fast until about 2:30 or like right when I leave work is because it's so much easier later in the day to not overeat on calories when you haven't had food for like, let's say the first half of your day. It makes it a lot easier to just go home, not worry about it. I'll just slam a bunch of protein right away. I'll be pretty full and then I'll just start like slowly adding things in throughout the night. It just makes it a lot easier for me to not go over what my calorie range is. So if you're somebody that struggles with like overeating or over consuming or things like that, I highly recommend fasting for like the first couple hours of your day. It'll make a big difference. Just make sure you have caffeine so you don't feel super hungry. I'm feeling pretty exhausted, so we're gonna do some cryotherapy, which is right here. And what this does is basically it's just a bunch of wind and snow that gets generated, and it's just really, really cold. It's supposed to be negative 160. I don't know if that's true. It just kind of feels like being outside in the snow, but we're gonna hop in there real quick and hopefully wake up a little bit. Yeah. All right, I got you. I got you. All right, so as you see there. Oh, jeez. Macros are super crazy. 150 calorie, 28 grams of protein. Hold on. Sorry, I'm like recording right in front of the front of the place, and I'm like kind of nervous that somebody's gonna walk in on me. I was getting super nervous trying to record this before because, number one, when somebody walks in on me, I'm screwed. Number two, I'm with all my coworkers, so it's kind of embarrassing. But I was just telling one of them, he's like, "Who are you talking to?" I was like, "Dude, if you don't project your voice when you're recording, it sounds horrible, and you just sound like you're mumbling and like not confident." So, anyways, first meal at what time is it? It is 1:30. We're breaking the fast with this David bar that I got for free yesterday at an event I worked. So this does not count towards the budget for today because it was free 99, but David bar, 150 calories, 20 grams of protein, first meal. Can't speak. All right, so I know the lighting is horrible in here, but I want to show you guys something super sick. This is what I'm going to be doing for the next 15 minutes while I'm on my break. Wink, wink. Guys, look at this thing. How crazy is this? This is a red light therapy bed. I'll be hopping in here for the next 15 minutes. There we go. Catch me looking real beautiful after this. Y'all think I can handle her? Something crazy, dude? I used to date this girl. Oh, yeah? I wonder if she got any skinnier now. I don't know. Maybe. This is the pre-workout. Just a chomp stick. like I said, this is what I've been doing in terms of diet. I go 6 hours, I don't eat, around 2:30. Today was 1:30, but around that time I'll have just something small and a little bit more caffeine. And I've been able to get really lean this way, like super fast from eating like this. So this is gonna be enough just to like hold us over for the workout. And when I go home, I'll probably make like more ground beef and have some carbs.
Oh my God.
Só porradão no tigre, só porradão no tigre, só porradão no tigre. Saca 50k e fui curtir na vitrine. Saca 50k e fui curtir na vitrine. Traz os combos de plaquinha, poucas presença VIP. Orochi manda avisar que hoje vai rolar o só porradão no tigre, só porradão no tigre, só porradão no tigre, só porradão no tigre.
This is the smallest pan, and I cooked a whole freaking pound of beef here. I'm trying so hard for it to not go like over the corner. I should have just used a bigger pan. That's what you get for being lazy. But the meat is almost done. I'm gonna pair this off with probably an avocado or something, and that'll be our meal. God damn, it actually came out looking a little bit better than I expected. Because, I mean, all it is, let me see if I can show you again. All it is ground beef, ketchup, hot sauce, an avocado, and some sour cream. Sounds pretty gross, but I feel like it doesn't look that bad. And super cheap. Very, 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 very cheap and affordable. I think this meal probably comes out to like $6. And this is like a massive meal because this is a pound of beef. Also, I just wanted to say, like, I've been making my meals a little more fun, but when you're on a budget, sometimes you just gotta use food as fuel, man. You just gotta use food as fuel. And this, I know right here, is gonna make me feel super satiated, full, and satisfied. And like I said, it's $6 for this whole entire thing. Let me know where you can get a $6 meal that's gonna be this filling and have this much food. Besides, if you just made it yourself. I don't think you guys can come up with any answers. Okay, it's a couple hours later, and I really want something sweet. Now, surprise, surprise, guys, I know, I want something with dessert, but I want to make it high in protein, which is why I bought this from Costco. It is a clean whey protein option from Costco, and the chocolate flavoring is really good. Even yesterday, my roommate came out here and the bag was open, and he's like, "This smells really good." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, it's a quality protein." But I will break the price down on the screen because I forget how much it costs, and I'm just, putting the prices on all the meals. I believe each serving of protein was like $1 and something change, which will put us at like $6 and something cents right now for the day. I believe. Again, I'll correct it if I'm wrong on the screen. So, what I normally do to make my sugar cravings go away when I want something chocolate, it's not even sugar craving, it's chocolate cravings. I like chocolate, dude. Donuts, chocolates, cookies, brownies, all that shit, right? So this just kills my sweet tooth or craving, whatever you want to call it. It's not even a sweet tooth, it's just cravings. And just like anyone, I'm sure everyone craves some type of chocolate. It's normal. But, I'm blabbing. What we're going to do here is we're going to dig inside for the little scooper. Okay, like so. And put one scoop in there. And this is where it gets fun, okay? We're going to go with some PB2 or PB Fit, whatever this is called. Clean ingredients, it's the organic one, as you can see. Organic, all around, coconut sugar, organic peanut butter. And I'm just going to put like maybe that much, just like a nice heaping spoon. I just realized I'm not even showing you, so there you go. That's what it looks like. Again, I'm gonna have to put on the screen what the price was for this because I don't remember. But we have the protein powder, we have the peanut butter powder. I'm gonna mix this. If you had a little bit of almond flour, I would say that would be a great idea to put in here too. I don't have any, so I'm just gonna add some water, like so, just a little bit, because you want it to be kind of thick. That's the trick for this, okay? So now we're just gonna mix it up. We'll try to not get it all over the place. Okay, it needs more water. This chocolate protein, I swear, it smells like a freaking brownie, dude. Like this actually is like brownie batter once you mix it up. Okay. It's a little bit not as the consistency as I want, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more protein so I can get it perfect. Trying to not eat a crazy amount of whey protein. I already had that David bar, so later if I have like a yogurt bowl, I just won't put protein powder in. I'll just do fruit and you know. Okay, I'll do PB instead because I don't want to keep putting whey protein. Even though this is clean, in the past I've had my skin like flare up a little bit from whey protein. And like I said, the last 2 days I had those David bars. I don't want to just be slamming whey protein. Okay, well that's good enough, right? So that's what we got. We got like a chocolate consistency here. And then this is the fun part. Hold on. This is the best part. You take the frozen blueberries. I think I said this is the best part about every single step so far. But you take the frozen blueberries. Come on. Let's see if I can kind of show you here. Okay. Frozen blueberries. Dump some in, like so. And, let's see if I can show you here. When you mix it, dude, when you mix it, the chocolate starts to freeze, or the chocolate protein starts to freeze to the blueberries. And you have like a protein chocolate covered blueberry, which is so good. It tastes like a brownie, like a peanut butter brownie coating. So like, bro, look at that. So bomb so far. Focus. Is it focusing? I can't tell. I think it's focusing on me. There you go. Oh! Ready? So good. Boom. Another yogurt ball, of course. Listen, guys, I don't have that many resources right now, okay? But what this is just Greek yogurt, cacao powder, a little bit of monk fruit, a little bit of honey, a little bit of PB Fit, some blueberries, some cinnamon on top, more PB Fit on top of that, and then some honey. I'm going to devour this right now and just pretend like it's a chocolate pudding or cake or something. But this is, again, going to kill my like chocolate cravings. Super low calorie, macro friendly, healthy, and I'll put the macros on the screen, of course. I just spent the last like 15 minutes trying to figure out how to use this mic because, as you guys see, I have not used my Rode Wireless Go in quite some time, and whenever you use the Rode Minis on the phone, they just automatically are perfect. So I shot this outro, watched it back. I was like, why does it sound like I'm screaming and have the mic in my throat? And I realized that I didn't have the right settings on. I was just doing them wrong. Anyways, okay? So that was everything that I eat on a $10 budget. Pretty much every single day, I'm sticking to that same $10 budget, but I do not eat the same thing every single day. I realized after I was watching it back, actually I realized last night when I made my last like yogurt bowl, I was like, damn, this was a boring day of eating. At the end of the day though, guys, quick little side rant here to throw in. The work is never going to be sexy. No matter what you're doing in life, repetition is never sexy. So for me right now, I'm trying to dump as much time and effort and money into my content where I'm not trying to spend as much on the like, you know, fancier, cooler looking things and pre-made meals and just like, I don't know, I'm keeping it very simple, right? Very simple, budget friendly. I do mix it up. Like some days I have more variation. I'll have protein pancakes. Like I still stay within the $10 budget, but make it a little better. I was also out and about yesterday, which kind of threw me off a little bit with like, you know, I just needed some quick stuff. But It's never going to be sexy. The work behind doors is always going to be kind of like repetition, routine. And that's something that I did yesterday. It was just simple meals that I eat pretty much on a daily basis that get me the results that I want. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my physique has pretty much drastically changed in the last 30 days because I have been able to be on a diet that I'm sticking to, which is the way I'm eating now and the calories that I'm eating now. And I'm fasting for the first couple hours. It helps me because you guys know I was dealing really a lot with the binging again. I was horribly binging and I gained a lot of body fat. But now I would say we're pretty much. I mean, this is natural light, but we're pretty almost as lean as we were before. Anyways, though, I just wanted to go over the macros for yesterday. I had 19. Why do I keep saying 1980? 1,980 calories, 205 grams of protein, 103 grams of carbs, and 89 grams of fat. And now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, Nick, why don't you lower your protein a little bit and eat more carbs? Well, I'll tell you why. Because for me personally, okay, I have a hard time not overeating on food. The dopamine from sugar and sweet things always gets me in trouble. So I choose to eat more protein, even if it's in the form of like a whey protein, chocolate whey protein powder. I have a way easier time fighting temptation to eat more or overindulge when I have a higher protein and like more of like a moderate, lower carbohydrate diet. I don't know if you would call 100 moderate or low, depends on the person and their activity level. But anyways, that's my method, okay? I like to have more protein. I tried to do less for a while and just have more like carbohydrates and fat. I still like to keep my fat high. For me, I've learned that more fat is better because my hormones are better with more fat. Carbs are better when I just have what I need, and then protein higher just keeps me fuller for way longer. So those are the macros. Like I said, I don't eat the same thing every single day. I do switch it up. I do, though, stick to a $10 budget pretty much every single day. So if you guys wanted to see more videos like this where how I'm just like eating within the $10 budget every single day and eating, I would say, pretty much very healthy, but different variations of the meals, let me know in the comments section down below. I will definitely make more videos like this. That being said, though, if you're new here, please subscribe. For those of you who have been watching me over the last couple of weeks, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Till the next one.